right, hello everybody. I am out, but you guys still get to have some fun with clay today. So the things you will need: something to cover your surface. The roll of white paper will work. You might want to tape down the corners. And you will also need a ball of clay. So you're gonna get a bag with some clay in it. And what you're gonna do is just take a ball of clay, and you'll notice that the clay is very hard to start, so you have to warm it up in your hands. Now this definitely takes a little bit of time. But the warmer it gets, the more you move it, the easier your clay will be to work with. And you can warm it by pushing, pressing. You can rip it apart, put it back together, and you'll notice that your clay will start to get softer. So I have a piece of already soft clay. Right here. I spent a good amount of time warming this clay up, so it's much easier to use. And we're gonna be doing two things today. We're gonna be making a pinch pot, and we're going to be making a coil pot. So you could start by making the pinch pot. You're gonna take your clay, and you really want it to be in a ball. You could use your palm to smack it into the right shape. Roll it on your table. Just make sure that you're working on top of the paper and not the table. This clay that we're working with is called plasticine, and it's oil-based. So if you get it on your clothes, it might stain, and it's hard to get out of surfaces because there's oil in it. So just be mindful. Once your clay is in a ball shape, and make sure you warmed up your clay first, because if you just take cold clay and try to do this, it's not going to work out very well for you. So warm up your clay first, then get it into a bowl, and I'm going to show you how to make a pinch pot. You've probably done this, maybe in middle school or elementary school. It's the most basic tool in ceramics and clay making. You have a bowl, you press your thumb into the center so you get a hole, and you're going to keep pressing down and squeeze the sides. I'm lifting it up so you could see how I'm doing this. Pressing and squeezing the sides. The goal is to have it be even. So you can see maybe I have a bump over here. You want the thickness to feel even all the way around. If your clay starts to crack, it might not be warmed up enough. You might need to warm your clay up a little bit more. And you're gonna lift the clay from the bottom. So you're pinching the clay up, because I still have a lot of clay at the bottom, and I can make my pinch pot bigger. And you can see it's really starting to look like a pot. And you're going to keep going. Even out the sides. Smooth out the sides. And you can get a little fancy with it. You can turn out the edges however you want to design it. Just make sure that it sits nicely and that it can hold something inside of it. So once you make your gorgeous, beautiful pinch pot, you're going to snap a photo of it on your phone. I want you to take a picture and you're going to upload it to Schoology for credit. But before you do that, I want you to make one other thing. So you're going to make the pinch pot, just like I did. Then you're going to destroy your pinch pot only after you take a photo. And I'm going to show you another technique. So now we're going to do another technique. It's called the coil method. You're going to rip off a piece of clay and you're going to make a pancake. This is going to be the base of your next vessel. So make a pancake, make it pretty even. Not too thin, not too thick. And whatever shape this is in, so mine's like a little oval, that's going to be the shape of my coil pot, which is what we're making now. Smooth it out, make sure your edges are good. I think the most important part of this is making sure the thickness is even all around. So you want the thickness to be the same on the edges and in the middle. Okay. So we have our base. You're gonna rip off another piece of clay and you're gonna roll it into a coil. Some of you may have also done this in middle school, but if you haven't, this will be new. So here's the thing. You want a long, thin coil. The best way to roll it out is on the table. So at first I was going like this. When I got it to a good size, then I put it on the table. You could use both hands. This is why it would probably be good to tape down the paper to the table. And you can see I'm keeping my hand pretty flat. My fingers are together and I'm rolling it over this coil pretty evenly. And I'm moving my hand so I'm not just rolling in one place the whole time. You could even start to pick it up again. Switch sides. use both hands. And you'll notice this process takes a little time, right? In order for this to work, you don't want your coil to be too thick, and you don't want your coil to be too thin. So I would say maybe a little thinner than this. But about that thick looks good. You can see it's pretty even. And the one thing you want to make sure is that the coil fits all the way around your pancake. So your coil is going to go directly on top of your pancake. Like this. You're going to press it in, and then you're going to start to smush the edges together. So you're kind of blurring the edges, and you're turning them into one thing. You can give it a little pinch. You're going to do the same with the middle too, the inside. You want to fuse the two parts together so it becomes whole. Voila. So we have one layer. You're going to do it 3 more times. Take another ball of clay. Get it to about that shape. And then roll it out. So I'm gonna do it one more time. You're gonna do this a total of 4 times. So you make 4 coils and you stack them on top of the pancake and you blend them together so it turns into one piece. All right, that looks pretty good. I want to make sure it fits around my pancake. And you're just going to start to blend these things together. On the outside and on the inside. And I am going to stop my journey here, but you're going to keep going. You're gonna give me 2 more layers. Don't forget the inside. And just a reminder, I know you already know this, but the warmer your clay is, the easier this will be. So make sure you really warm up your clay in the beginning. Smooth out your sides and your edges. You can see we start to have a pot forming, a bowl, a dish, whatever you want it to be. You are going to, once you give me 2 more layers, 4 layers in total, you're gonna take a photo. You're gonna upload a photo of this and your pinch pot to Schoology for credit, okay? And I'll see y'all soon. I'll see you guys on Thursday.